Hey everyone, Hitesh here from ET's personal tech team. I have here the Motorola One Action. This is Motorola's latest phone, and in a sea of phones that are starting to look very similar, Motorola is trying to do something different. Now, for starters, it is the 21:9, what they call the CinemaVision aspect ratio. It's a 21:9 ultra-wide aspect ratio display. So the phone is thinner and taller than the usual phone. But that's not the only thing that's unique about the Motorola One Action. The word action in the name signifies that this has a built-in action camera. Let me tell you what that means. By that I mean that Motorola has included an ultra-wide camera with enhanced video stabilization, kind of like what an action camera does. So I'll set that up and show you how that works very quickly, and we'll do a quick unboxing as well. So here's what the box looks like. We know that the phone is priced at 13,999. There is only one version. It's a 4GB RAM, 64GB storage version that's available, and it is on the Android One platform, so you do get stock Android. Here's a quick look at the specifications on the box. So let's open it up. We'll do a quick unboxing, set it up, and show you what it looks like. Motorola recently started shipping their phone with the case on, and they do this to protect the phone obviously during travel, but it also reduces packaging, which is I think quite thoughtful. So here's the phone. And we also have some basic documentation, and we have a charger in the box. Now this particular box is not the retail unit, but the retail unit is also going to have a USB Type-C cable. So SIM eject tool of course is there as well. And in case you are wondering, the charger is 5.2 volts 2 amps, so that's a 10-watt charging adapter. So let's set up this phone, and I'll quickly show you what it looks like. We'll take a quick walk around the device as well. So this is the denim blue variant of the Motorola One Action. There's also a pearl white, depending on what your preference is. Android One logo at the back here. There is the fingerprint scanner on the back as well with the Motorola logo inside. This is the triple camera setup on the back, dual LED flash as well. On the top you have 3.5mm. Left side is just the SIM tray. It is a hybrid SIM tray, so 2 SIMs or 1 SIM plus micro SD. Power, volume, and a USB Type-C and loudspeaker. So as you can see, this is the hole punch type of display with the front camera on the top left. It is a fairly large hole punch, much larger than say the likes of what Samsung Note 10 Plus gives you, but a hole punch nonetheless. Let's get this plastic off. You should also be able to tell the size of the bezels. It's not very thin, not very premium, but given the price, we're not really complaining. It does have a fair bit of forehead as well, as you can tell. Side bezels are slightly thinner, and then you have the thickest section, which is the chin at the bottom. So let me quickly set this up and we can talk a little bit more about it. I have the phone set up now, but I thought I'll quickly mention that this is not a glass back. It is a plastic or polycarbonate back. It also doesn't have any of those fancy lighting reflection going on. It is just a simple glossy back, and there is just a very tiny hint of a pattern underneath the glossy surface. That's why they call it a denim blue. It's a sort of a denim-like pattern. Up close inspection here, it says 117-degree action cam under the camera, 2 micron, and the significance of that is 117 degree is the field of view of the wide angle which they use for the action camera, and the 2 micron refers to the pixel size, and that is because the 16 megapixel ultra wide action camera that they call does pixel binning to give you actually 4 megapixel an actual resolution of 4 megapixel, and then it also combines the pixel, makes it a 4:1 pixel with an ultra large pixel size of 2 micron. So that's as far as the build quality is concerned. Feels good in the hand. Definitely easier to hold because of the slimmer form factor. 21:9 does give you that. Although you should know that in ultra wide display like this, also is not suitable for all kinds of video. So you may find that a lot of the video, especially on YouTube and streaming, is 16:9 and not 21:9. It may take some time, if at all, to get those aspect ratios on this device. So basic advantage, easier to hold, a little bit unique form factor, but not really that useful in terms of watching content. Now, Android One interface, as you can see, basic stock Android. It's pretty uncluttered. There's no additional apps. At least you can choose not to install them during the setup process. It does give you that option. And a classic Motorola interface here. Just one extra app that I can see, which is the Moto app. The Duo app is tending to be pre-installed. 14,000 rupees, I would say this is a pretty interesting proposition. It's got an Exynos 9609 SoC, 464 GB I already mentioned. You can expand the storage up to 512 GB using the hybrid SIM slot. In terms of the camera, the primary, which is in the center over here, is actually a 12 megapixel f1.8 with phase detection autofocus, 16 megapixel with pixel binning on top, that's an f2.2, which they use as the action camera. And the third one at the bottom is a 5 megapixel depth sensor. Up front for the hole punch, it's a 12 megapixel f2.0, and in terms of battery size, 3500 milliampere hour, and the phone weighs 176 grams. Let me also quickly show you what the camera interface looks like, since we are talking quite a bit about the ultra wide features in this. So here's the modes that you can get: photo modes, video modes. If you switch into the video here, this button will enable the stabilization, and this gives you the different modes that you can choose from. So here is what one interesting feature, that if you want to hold the phone vertically or mount it somewhere vertically, you can still get landscape video. So that's quite interesting, and you can of course switch between photo and video modes quite easily, and these are some of the options that are available. So look out for the full review. We'll be checking out this in detail, the action camera features in detail. If you have any questions about this device, do reach out in the comment section. You can also DM me on Twitter. My Twitter DMs are always open. Thanks for watching.